Love is War is a ridiculous anime, like ridiculous in a great way. It's so damn funny. I finished season 2. I'm in season 3. I just recorded the reaction to season 3 on the episode where he's rapping in the park. Like, oh my God, unreal funny. Anyway, I'm very excited to hear the full version of opening 2. Let's go. Daddy Daddy Do, the full version, Masayuki Suzuki featuring Ari Suzuki. Is there some relation there? Let me know down in the comments below. Here we go. Right into it. So good. Oh, the phrasing is cool. Oh, I'm so used to going to the verse right there. Hold on. There we go. All right, we'll start at the verse in a second. Let's go back. Super short introduction in the beginning. Guitar versus claps. Tiny bit of syncopation, not much. Bass hits us with a gliss. The horn band comes in, plays a little bit of an ensemble figure. Then we're in. The guitar, though, bop. Not much going on there. Claps playing. That's it. But it completely works. Establishes a tiny groove. And then we drop right into the chorus. And obviously, I mean, the chorus is the hook. So it's going to pull you in immediately. Really good design, though. You know? And then there's the hit. And then we're in. The little bends in there and the harmonies that are going on in the backgrounds with the vocal layers there, everything is like a 10 right away. Not to mention it's like super danceable groove. So obviously there's nothing you could really complain about. This time, I promise I'll let it go. It's just, we just wanted to appreciate like what happens in like the first 7 seconds that completely sets the song on a trajectory for success. It's quite nice. But the phrasing that comes up right here. Yeah, that's cool. Beat up, beat up, beat up. Just little like impulse pushes in little different directions because we're so on top of the beat as everything is in the pocket and we're grooving one direction. But then that little shift in rhythm just displaces us for a moment, but then we come right back to it. And there's like harmonies on 2 of those hits, which is pretty cool. But he still obviously has the main vocal line there. We're only 20 seconds in. I know we're stopping a lot, but you got to do that for these videos anyway. But there's just a lot to appreciate. I'm going to go back about 10 seconds. Right here. Push. And then straight ahead. Pocket groove. Trumpets echoing back. Organ comes in, plays a little blues lick there. Like everything. It's just, how could you not love this? Repeats. All right. Let's go on. Man, that brass. It's a beautiful verse. I'm so biased. I mean, I have context bias because obviously I love the show so much, but it would not matter at all. If I heard this with no context at all, I'd be like, oh, I want to play this song. I want to be the bass player. I would freak out because I have a massive musical bias for any kind of like funky pop fun bands that have horn sections and you get to play fun charts. Like, come on, it'd be an amazing time. Little things like that. Tiny stuff. Not super difficult, but it grooves so much, and it's still enough of an ensemble hit, meaning the ensemble, the whole band is playing it, that it's still another little pattern interrupt there that it's going to be really catchy, because who isn't going to sing that rhythm? Everyone's going to clap it, they're going to dance with it, they're going to sing it back. Like, these are really, really smart choices to make when creating verses that are very memorable. Actually, guitar was still comping through that. Other than the melody having it's really catchy. His voice is amazing. The layers underneath are also, they're like equally as good. Pretty predominant. I mean, it feels a little bit front center, but it's dominantly in the right side. The guitar line, the comping in the background is very tasty. A little bit of distortion on there. It's mixed way down, but it fits really well. But I think more importantly, it's the ooh-ah, like background vocals that are getting these really, really nice like harmonies that just fit in perfectly. Again, please. Right here. She sings a little bit too. Guitar is responsive. Oh, I had never heard that cowbell before at all. That sounded that's like below the bassist. By the way, the bass player is playing very, very simple lines, just outlining, just a little embellishments, and other than roots of the chords, it fits in so well though. I mean, that's really the job of the rhythm section, the low end of the rhythm section, meaning the drummer and the bassist. Just give us pocket grooves, show us where we're going through the chord progression, but don't do too much else. Like, just let it exist so everything on top can kind of shine. Brass sneaks in. Listen to the trombones, man. It's just down in the basement. This is great arranging. Nice figure there, Cascades. And a little, yeah, we get a little gruff in the voice there. Just feels a little blues-esque as he responds to all that. It's just, the writing, the delivery is top-notch, man. Like, I don't know. I'm going to probably geek out this whole time, but it is what it is. Back 10 seconds. Just listen to the vocal lines versus the call and response of the horns. I'll let it go on, I promise. It's just a lot to appreciate in this track. Super nice hits coming out of that. We drop back. Chorus. The bend is so nice. Bump one. One variation right there. Brings us back though. That's kind of cool to bring us and hit the chorus a second time. That's 126. Let's go back to like 116. Just listen to how this chord changes a little bit. We just push up a tiny bit, but it's going to set us up for a resolution to come back and hit the drop again. Bass player outlines that really well. And of course, pop, pop, clap, clap works really well. Similar figures. Let's keep going. Ooh. This is fun. Oh, bass outlining some new stuff. Similar figures, obviously. Oh! All right, cool. We have to go back. I think it was about 136-esque when we get into the second verse here. With immediately, hold on. You know what? The transition into the second verse has some good things we didn't really talk about. Let me see if I've gone back far enough. I did. Cool. Coming up right here. And so you get the brass players outlining pretty much the same thing. Like the vocal backgrounds are pretty loud there. It's kind of a hit. And they're just shining. Like it's, oh man. These are the kind of charts that you want to play. Again. Synth lines, simulated strings, little organ. And now we kind of come back to the normal part of the track here on the verse. Let's go grab it again. So everything kind of dumps out of the bottom here. Obviously, everything is pulled away except for a quarter note pulse and what feels like some kind of synth keyboard. But the bass drum, the kick drum is just going goom, goom, goom. Wide open. massively different feel. But it's not for very long though, because soon after that we kind of kick in and just fill the progression out in a very similar way that we've heard. Here it is. 3, 4, and guitar player comes back, pretty predominant on the right side. Boom, like a little more bluesy. That might be a similar lick that we heard before, but now it's just exposed more because there's not as much thickness on the layer above it, so you get to experience it a little bit richer. This all feels very familiar. But there's differences in the bass line though. Listen to the bass. That's 209. Let's go back to like 2. Like just hyper focus on the bassist. There's some really good things happening. Do you hear that? That little lick there. It depends on what you're listening. Like if you have a headphone or an IEM situation, sure, you can hyper focus. If you're on a phone or a TV, depending on what kind of system you have set up, it's probably harder to listen down to those low ends. So come back on your own time if you want to and check out what the bassist is giving, because there's some nice little variables. All right, let's keep going. Oh, those harmonies are so tasty. Man. Oh, what's this? Ooh, the bridge. Here we go. Oh, the bass player giving us some beautiful layers here. Oh. Yeah, man. Obligatory. Oh my God, dude. Wow. This is an amazing song. This is, okay. Everyone should get equal love here for the arrangement. I mean, his voice, obviously, he's going to get all the attention, but I encourage you to put the attention equally to everything that's going on, because the brainchild is the song, its entirety, all the layers. Like, it would not be what it is without everything included there. And that really comes from the chart meaning the arrangement, the notes on the page, supporting everything that's on top, because most ears are always going to go to up top. But obviously in this channel, we're about doing surface level musical analysis where you can kind of appreciate and just be a little bit more active on your listen to hear everything that's going on. So as we go to the bridge here, there's some really cool things happening. Let's get it again. We'll talk about it. The bass. Wow. So obviously a feel change here, because the kick drum in the previous section, we did the doom, goom, goom. That's still happening here. There's a little bit more percussion involvement though, and obviously way more instrumentation happening that's layering in, like kind of like synth, chordal stuff happening, and vocals are still there. But man, does it just gets outlined with some really, really tasty bass lines on the low end. But at the same time, because they're cascading down, it's just really, really tasty on the way down. But you got like the stuff happening on the right side with the guitar that is equally as great. It's gonna, wherever you put your ear. One more time, just kind of listen to guitar and bass this time. Brass comes back in, and obviously the fidelity on that, the claps sound way different than the claps that we had before, or they're just hyper like exposed, but they just sound so much. It feels like I don't know, if you were to make a visual example, the claps like the pop pop felt like 1080p. These feel like 4K if you need like a resolution example. There's just way more, meaning like it feels like there's way more people sampled in that, you know, them standing around the mic and clapping. However, during this part, the bass player, you can hear, now we're heading down the 5 string here. The descent on the line here harmonically just feels really, really great because it doesn't happen anywhere else in the song. Nor should it, because this is the bridge. It should happen here. Come on, man. Now we're going to push, change keys, and bring us back in. That's great, dude. Listen to all the little palm muted guitar lines that are going on underneath us as we bring it back. Because I would assume, like, you probably were like me, expecting it to drop right back into the chorus, but we don't. We have this like little like altered chorus section that is super, super, super tasty. Again, these are very, very good arrangement choices, very good musical choices. Guitarist. And there we are. Oh. Still variations. Oh my God, dude. This is so big brain. Ah, I'm so impressed, man. Bookends. Wow, fall off on the horns. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm so impressed right now because it's a massive big brain arrangement, because the only time we get a truly altered drop chorus is at the end. Let's see. We ended at 410. Let's just go back to, like, is this far enough? 350? I'm not sure. I don't think it is. Hold on. Please and thank you. Let's just be safe. 330. There we go. So right there, completely different direction in the chord progression. And it's very deceptive because we've already heard it like 4 times. So your ear was, of course, expecting it to go the same way, but it doesn't. But the reason that's so genius is because, remember, we had the altered chorus that just happened, but dynamic variables were different groupings of instruments are like, oh, that's really tasty. But now we think we're really going to drop back to it, and we don't. So, like, you have to give so much applause to the team that's involved in writing the arrangement, because it would not be the hit that it is without all that stuff. This is why music is fucking awesome when good people are involved, and this is the result. It's a great time. In different phrasing in the rhythmic, different phrasing in the vocal delivery, variety within the ensemble hits. Oh my God, dude. It would just be, imagine being in the band. Imagine being in the band. It'd be such a fun track to play. Everything is great. There's no point you're going to get bored. Those of you that are musicians, you already know all this stuff. I'm hopefully just kind of like, we're talking to the non-musicians that might be interested in this kind of stuff, of what, musicians think about when they're playing, because trust me, you'll play plenty of charts that are not this, and you're like, yep, let's go. And you're just waiting for it to end, but when you flip the page and you get to play this, like, oh, okay, this is really cool. So anyway, obviously I'm going to be a nerd for that because it's great. That's my take. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. Come watch some anime with me on the Patreon. We're doing like 3 episodes a day from different stuff. I'm having so much fun on there right now. Link for all that down in the video description below. Please and thank you. Click the like button. Subscribe to the channel to catch the next video. I appreciate you being here. YouTube thinks you want to watch one of these 2 videos next. Have a great day. Take it easy. Goodbye.